Welcome to episode 12 of the Mafia King's Heart. For the next 3 days, Amy couldn't stop thinking about what had happened in the office. More specifically, she couldn't stop thinking about Nicholas. The way he had looked at Alex, the coldness, the danger, the absolute certainty that nobody would ever hurt her while he was there. It should have frightened her. Instead, it made her feel safe. Which was probably a problem. A very big problem. Because Amy was no longer simply falling for Nicholas King. She was already there. Completely. Hopelessly. And there was no point pretending otherwise. Thursday evening brought another message. "Are you free tomorrow night?" Amy stared at the screen. A smile immediately appeared. "Depends." 3 dots appeared. Then, "You're becoming difficult." Amy laughed. "I've learned from the best." A few seconds passed. "Dinner, tomorrow. No work discussions." Her heart skipped. Dinner. Not coffee. Not a project meeting. Not a site visit. Dinner. A date. Neither of them used the word. They didn't need to. The next evening, Amy stood in front of her mirror for almost 20 minutes, an unusual occurrence. Normally, she chose clothes quickly. Tonight was different, because tonight mattered. Eventually, she settled on a simple navy blue dress. Elegant, comfortable, nothing overly formal. She wanted to feel like herself, not someone else. At 7 o'clock sharp, a black luxury car stopped outside her apartment. Amy stepped inside, immediately finding Nicholas waiting. His gaze lifted, then stayed there for several seconds. Long enough to make her heart race. Long enough to make her nervous. Long enough to make her blush.
"You look beautiful."
The words were simple, honest, and completely devastating. Amy smiled softly.
Thank you.
She wanted to compliment him too. Unfortunately, her brain had temporarily stopped functioning. Nicholas looked annoyingly handsome. That wasn't helping. Dinner took place on the rooftop of a private restaurant overlooking Manhattan. The city lights stretched endlessly around them. The atmosphere felt magical. Romantic. Dangerously romantic. The conversation flowed naturally, the way it always did. They laughed, teased each other, shared stories, and for a few precious hours, the rest of the world disappeared. No business, no responsibilities, no pressure. Just Nicholas and Amy. Eventually, the conversation shifted, as it often did, towards something deeper. Amy studied him quietly.
Can I ask you something?
Nicholas immediately knew this wasn't a casual question.
"You can ask."
Will you answer?
His expression changed slightly.
"That depends."
Amy sighed, exactly what she expected. She looked directly into his eyes.
What are you hiding from me?
The question landed between them, heavy, dangerous, necessary. Nicholas went completely still. For a moment, neither spoke. The city lights reflected in his gray eyes. Amy continued quietly.
There are things you don't tell me.
Nicholas remained silent.
You disappear sometimes.
Still silent.
You get phone calls and suddenly become someone else.
The observation hurt more than she intended, because it was true. There were pieces of Nicholas she couldn't reach, walls she couldn't cross, secrets she couldn't understand.
"Amy,
His voice was softer than usual.
some parts of my life are complicated.
She nodded.
I know.
More complicated than you realize."
The seriousness in his expression worried her, yet she couldn't look away, couldn't stop caring, didn't want to. For a long moment, neither spoke. Then Amy asked the question that mattered most.
Can I trust you?
The words hit Nicholas like a physical blow. Because of all the questions she could have asked, that was the one that mattered, the one he feared, the one he desperately wanted to answer correctly. Slowly, Nicholas reached across the table, taking her hand, holding it gently, carefully, as though it were something precious, something fragile. His gaze never left hers.
With your life.
Amy's breath caught. The answer wasn't casual, wasn't playful, wasn't romantic. It was a promise, a vow, and she believed him completely. After dinner, they walked along a quiet section of the waterfront. The city reflected across the dark water. The night air was cool, comfortable, peaceful. For once, neither seemed eager to return home. Amy stopped near the railing, looking out at the skyline.
It's beautiful.
Nicholas wasn't looking at the city. He was looking at her.
You are.
The words escaped before he could stop them. Amy turned. The world seemed to pause. Again. Just like the garden. Just like every moment that mattered. Her heart raced. His pulse wasn't much better. The distance between them suddenly felt impossibly small. Neither moved away. Neither wanted to.
Amy.
The way he said her name made her chest ache. Softly, carefully, as though it meant something, as though she meant something. And maybe she did. More than he wanted to admit. More than he should. Slowly, Nicholas lifted his hand, brushing a strand of hair behind her ear. The touch sent warmth through her entire body. His fingers lingered, just slightly, as though neither wanted the moment to end. Amy looked up. Their eyes met, and this time, nobody interrupted. No phone, no meeting, no emergency. Just silence, and feeling, and possibility. Nicholas leaned closer, giving her every opportunity to stop him, every chance to step away. Amy didn't move, because she didn't want to, not even a little. The kiss was gentle, tender, everything she hadn't expected, and everything she secretly wanted. The world disappeared. The city, the noise, the fear, everything, leaving only the two of them, for one perfect moment. When they finally pulled apart, Amy rested her forehead lightly against his chest. Neither spoke. Words felt unnecessary. The kiss had already said enough. For the first time in years, Nicholas felt something dangerously close to happiness. Real happiness. The kind that couldn't be bought, couldn't be controlled, couldn't be protected. The kind that made a person vulnerable. Unfortunately, happiness never lasted long in Nicholas King's world. His phone rang. The sound shattered the moment instantly. Nicholas frowned. Only 3 people had permission to call this number. At this hour? There was only one possibility. Ryder. Nicholas answered.
What happened?
Silence. Then Ryder spoke, his voice unusually tense.
We have a problem.
Nicholas immediately straightened. A cold feeling settled in his chest.
What kind of problem?
Another pause. Then,
The men watching Amy.
Nicholas's entire body went still.
What about them?
Ryder's answer changed everything.
They're dead.
The world seemed to stop. Amy looked up immediately. The color had drained from Nicholas's face. Something was terribly wrong. Ryder continued.
We found them 20 minutes ago.
Nicholas's jaw tightened.
Who did it?
We don't know.
For the first time in years, fear gripped him. Because if his trained security team had been eliminated, the enemy wasn't just watching anymore. The enemy had made their move. and Amy was now directly in the crosshairs. As Nicholas stared into the darkness beyond the water, one terrible realization settled over him. The war had officially begun, and sooner or later, Amy would learn exactly who Nicholas King really was.